Hey everyone, it's Eric Thor here, and I think that thinking that you are smart, thinking that you are intelligent, might be hampering your progress and your ability to achieve things in life. Do you feel like you're an intelligent person, but yet feel like you have been unable to accomplish something in life? There might be a reason for this. Now, some of you tuning in might be people that genuinely think that you are intelligent people, right? But are you really? The Dunning-Kruger effect suggests that a lot of people overestimate their intelligence. A second group of you tuning in might be people that feel a sense of imposter syndrome, right? You think you might be intelligent, but you tend to generally think you're not intelligent because you're probably not, good enough, smart enough, and you've never done an IQ test and you have no idea about your intelligence and so on, right? So it might be hard for you to get. Or maybe you did an intelligence test and you scored Mensa level, or you scored at a higher level than average, right? And you know that you're more intelligent, and people have been telling you that you're intelligent your entire life, but yet you don't really believe it, right? Now, I recently finished a book by Carol Dwecker called Mindset, and it talked a lot about this thing called growth mindset versus fixed mindsets. And in the book, she argued that a lot of intelligent people, and the idea of telling people that they're intelligent might be damaging them. So telling a kid that they're smart might be hampering their progress, right? What she found was that when we tell kids that they are intelligent, they believe that their results in life are a result of a fixed quality of being intelligent. And that if they fail at something, that must be because they're not intelligent. And this is why people's own estimations of their intelligence tend to go up and down. When you are successful and when things go well for you in life, you tend to feel like you are smart. But when things go bad for you in life, your perception is challenged. You start thinking maybe you weren't really smart after all. Now, what are you supposed to do with this information? Are you supposed to just ignore the idea of intelligence? Is it a bad thing to consider yourself intelligent? And how should you look at it? The truth is, I think the most important thing is to remember that intelligence is not muscle. Muscle, when you work out a lot and when you put in a lot of effort to be physically fit, you develop muscle, right? But intelligence is not muscle. A lot of people assume that intelligence is muscle and assume that, whatever physically fit people have in the strength department, I have in the brain department, right? And so we think of it as muscle. But why is intelligence not a muscle? I'd rather say intelligence is potential, right? So intelligence is potential in the sense of how much muscle you could gain intellectually, how smart you could go, and how fast you could reach a certain level, right? Now think of it like this. Certain people are genetically born to, be able to run faster because of their, size, because of various physical limitations and so on, right? Genetics already give us a certain advantage from just being lucky, right? So we have a genetic lottery, and we know that certain people are born with the higher ability to gain muscle and to perform well in certain areas. And we also know that people are born with a higher level of intelligence. Certain kids are born more intelligent than other people. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be successful in life, right? It means you're more likely to be successful. But that's the problem with statistics. We don't know how to understand and read statistics. We assume that if it says that, somebody is more intelligent, we assume that they must be more successful. But often that's far from the case, right? So thinking of intelligence in terms of potential muscle is important. Recognizing that, being intelligent gives you a higher ability to faster learn and acquire new information, to make decisions more easily. It allows you to spot things that other people might miss. It allows you to have an advantage, an edge in school and education. And it can give you a kind of advantage in most intellectual fields, right? The truth is, intelligence can also translate to sports. And when we tested many athletes, we found that many athletes are higher in terms of intelligence. And so intelligence carries benefits also in athletic fields. This means intelligence is not just about logical problem solving or mathematical skill, as a lot of people think, but it's something that can translate to social skills, to physical skills, to skills in art, or in skills in music, or in any particular field. It basically just means your brain works and does things faster and better on average. So why do you not do good things? Well, a general reason for this is you might think that things just come easily to you. Because you're intelligent, because you've always been told you're intelligent, you assume that the world will hand everything to you on a silver plate. You'll get everything for free. You don't have to do homework, you don't have to study, you don't have to exercise, you don't have to put in effort. You'll just do well just because you were given this God-given gift and it's going to automatically make you successful, right? Wrong. The truth is, the people that are most successful are people that have, first, a genetic advantage that give them that edge, but of course, most importantly, they apply and use and make something out of that. It's not just about being lucky, it's about making the most of opportunities presented to you, right? And here, that's where a lot of people go wrong. And so it's very important that you readily challenge yourself and push yourself. Instead of just thinking that you're smart because you do better than the other 20 kids in your class, you might want to think about setting appropriate levels for yourself. It's said that to achieve flow, we have to readily challenge ourselves, and we have to challenge ourselves according to our ability. If we challenge ourselves too little, things appear easy and we grow bored. But if things are too hard and too difficult, we give up and we think it's impossible. People that can put their difficulty level up slightly, almost to the level of where it sounds impossible, tend to do better than people that don't. And people that are comfortable struggling, people that are comfortable being stupid, people that are okay not having the answer, do better. Often, intelligent people grow up feeling like there's an expectation. Everyone assumes you know the right answer. Everyone assumes you're automatically going to know what to do. People assume that you, because you're intelligent, will be able to figure this out easy, right? But the truth is, life is difficult, life is complex, and it's hard. We have to work hard, we have to study, we have to think, we have to exercise, we have to practice in order to really have a chance in life. And a lot of intelligent people don't even learn to struggle. Because they're not allowed to progress at an appropriate pace in school, they get easy assignments that foster them into either a state of permanent boredom or a state where they feel that they are just superior people and they never will ever have to apply themselves. Can you imagine the entitlement of growing up feeling like you're just going to automatically be better than everyone else in everything you do? A lot of people, CEOs and other people, are people that showed a lot of promise. Everyone just gave them everything because you're so smart, so you can just have it for free, right? And so these people grew up to be very entitled. These kind of people often can't handle criticism. If you don't agree with them, it's because you're stupid. You're not smart enough to think and realize how right they are, right? And this can create this kind of yes man culture. A lot of companies have this culture where you have to agree with your boss and do whatever they say. You can never express criticism or you'll be fired for being, not a valuable employee, right? And so it's so easy that we grow up into this kinds of thinking where it's like, my gifts, my strengths are a result of inherent ability. Artistic ability is just something you're born with, and you could never learn to paint because you don't have that gift inside of you, right? And that's how a lot of people think about it. People don't think that you're a hardworking person. If you put effort into things, they tell you, oh, it must be because you're smart. It doesn't matter that you spent the entire night studying for a test. If you do well on it, if you get an A, it must be because you're intelligent. And so there's lots of people that have a high amount of grit, but an average level of intelligence. These kind of people, they push themselves, they work hard, they exercise, they put in effort. And in the beginning, perhaps they still struggle, right? And we often see this in the school system and education system. We have the really intelligent kids that get A's on everything and that do great. And we have the people with high grit that struggle with everything and constantly fall behind and feel it's really difficult to keep up with the levels of their education because they have a lower than average intelligence. But something happens over time. Because the intelligent people grow bored, they start performing worse and worse. They grow lazy, they stop trying. And because the people with grit keep pushing themselves, keep working, keep studying, they get more intelligent. Yes, you can become more intelligent through hard work and effort. And a person that exercises their brain will eventually see an advantage for this in the longer period. And they start catching up. And once you hit university, I would say it's almost equal. I would say that that's where often intelligent kids start falling behind and struggling. I'd say that's where people with high grit start really overperforming. And I see this a lot. I see kids in university being like, wow, I didn't know I was good at this, and I'm starting to do really well. And I usually suck at studying, and I suck at school, and I find it really hard. But here I feel it's easy. And then I see the intelligent kids like, things have been really easy for me all my life. But I got an F on this test. Why did I get an F, right? And I don't understand. And and that's something that's very telling, right? Like I feel. Here we have to remember a very important lesson, which is don't squander your potential. Make the most of what you've got, and remember that no matter how intelligent you are, there's challenges out there for you that are and require twice the amount of intelligence that you have, or 10 times the amount of intelligence that you have. And so you're going to be forced to work together with other people, to talk with others, to be humble, to ask for advice, to learn, and to keep learning for the rest of your life if you want to have a chance to be successful at life. At least that's what I think. How do you feel about intelligence, and how do you look at your own intelligence, and how did you feel about your academic performance in school and later in life, and how do you look at this thing of being gifted or thinking you're intelligent versus having a growth mindset or having grit or self-discipline?